Hey, what up guys? In this one I'm headed to Redwood Canyon, and in this vlog in particular I want to focus on one thing, and that's the bump and run chip. If you're not using this chip in your arsenal and you're a mid-handicapper, I'm telling you right now, you're missing out on saving strokes. And while I go through talking about the bump and run, let's ignore the fact that my first drive went into a ditch on the first hole.
Okay, great way to start here.
And I'm just going to punch this out onto the fairway and continue on.
Whoops, I just kicked it out. Great way to start off the day.
And I'm not saying that the bump and run is something you should use every single time from off the green.
Go for all it's worth. Okay, pretty deep rough here.
But there are many situations in this round, not this chip in particular, that shows exactly why you need to be able to do a bump and run.
I'm putting.
And as we try to save our bogey here.
Oh, I saved it. Holy smokes. Let's go.
I want to talk about the pros of a bump and run. Firstly,
there we go.
Just like my G425 Max,
fade more.
The bump and run is super forgiving. The bad result of a bump and run,
I pulled it straight left.
as I pull this into the hazard,
holy smokes,
is way less punishing than a high lofted bad chip.
And I hit some trees. Well, that one went into the hazard and it was gone.
Here's an example where a bump and run is not possible because there's not much green to work with, and I get lucky that we're on the green.
All right, here we go. This one's breaking pretty hard.
The variance of my lob wedge can be bladed over the green or chunked 2 feet in front of me, where at least the bump and run will advance the ball even on a miss hit, and hopefully you'll still end up on the green.
All right, two putt, but I had a penalty stroke.
Here comes example 1.
Oh, I popped it up, actually, weirdly. Go.
I'm just off the green, and it's time to bump and run.
Too short, yeah.
I know the green is sloping a little bit to the left or right, and I just play it like a putt, and I cozy it down towards the hole.
Thank you.
And really all you're looking for is get close enough to convert the up and down.
Oh, that's why it's round.
I will say, however, that courses with slower greens, the bump and run is definitely more effective.
Play the fade. Play the slice.
Super fast greens make it hard to judge the speed. And as I almost killed the maintenance worker here on the left,
Fort!
I will say that greens with a lot of undulation, the bump and run does not work as well either. And we get lucky here with this tree ricochet.
Wow. That was so lucky.
I'm just going to tell you a little bit of spoiler here. My putting and up and down efforts here are really good this round.
Ooh, still.
And as I put this in for par, just a reminder here that the camera does play tricks on the depth perception. So here we are. Long par 3, miss it right.
It's fading. It's fading. Get up.
And with lots of green and no sand trap between me and the hole.
Just like a long putt.
You know what time it is. So here we go, just straight on.
Stay up. Sit.
Breaks a little bit to the left.
Sit.
And we have yet another manageable putt for par. And that is 2 ups and downs converted. So we're headed to the next hole. And just a note here.
Fade. Okay.
I did lose my first ball, so I re-teed and took a penalty stroke. I try to keep it as real as possible with you guys. And by some miracle, I was able to hit this green in regulation. And I won't be able to demonstrate to you a bump and run, but I promise you a lot more opportunities are coming.
Thanks.
I will say another con of the bump and run obviously is that it's a low lofted shot.
Uh-oh, pretty short.
And if there's a course with a lot of greenside bunkers, you might be in trouble.
All right. This one is like scary on the left again.
Another long par 3.
Oh, I got scared to the left. Bailed out right.
Another miss to the right, and guess what? Another bump and run opportunity. With plenty of green to work with and not that much break, I just roll it on up there and get it close to the hole.
Thanks.
And as you can see, if I can get it within that 3 to 4 foot circle, I'm golden with the putter.
Almost missed that actually.
Sidebar here, Redwood Canyon is a solid course and probably one of the better deals in the bay.
Oh, too much? Is he gonna hit the car pad?
I do see how it can get backed up though, as there are a lot of par 3s and short par 4s.
Oh, pulled it, but just be on the putting surface.
But with the way the prices are going here in the Bay Area, this is a solid option for the money.
That's gotta go. Oh no.
And of course it wouldn't be a mid-handicap round if there wasn't a 3-putt, am I right?
Oh, at the end it went that way.
I know, I had it going a little bit left and it didn't go left.
Yeah, I had you.
So headed to the 9th hole. If I haven't convinced you to do the bump and run yet, I'm not sure what will, but I want to talk about club selection. I personally use the 9-iron, but I know people who use their pitching wedge or even their 8-iron.
Laid it up. Just saying that I'm laying up.
I challenge you to find that club by chipping 10 balls
Am I short?
at a practice green and seeing how far your ball rolls out after it hits the ground.
Pretty short. Oh.
Then you can take that information on the course and say, hey, my 8-iron, my 9-iron rolls about a third of the way out after it hits the green.
Pretty straight. Okay,
And after 9 holes, we tap this one for par, and we're comfortable 6 over. And we had 3 up and down conversions. My spinny faders, I didn't forget about you.
Slice spinnerooski.
And if you keep watching, you're going to see more bump and runs.
Boop. It's a little bit of a flyer lie, so.
After what I thought was an amazing shot,
That's pretty stinking good.
this one ends up rolling off the back of the green, and you guessed it,
Oh, rolled off the back.
another opportunity to bump and run presents itself. And this one we get pretty close.
Oh,
And that's also another pro of the bump and run.
dang, close.
And as we try to convert this one, which we do,
Thank you.
bump and runs tend to roll out more than their nippy wedge counterparts.
No!
And as we lose another ball here,
I didn't see it. That's where this course gets you.
so if you're chipping with a wedge and you're trying to stop it just close to the hole,
Well, it is drawing.
but it never rolls past, that means it never had a chance to go
Okay.
in. My logic with the bump and run is I want to roll it past the hole, but just barely.
Short.
Another bump and run. This one rolls past quite far,
Sit. Oh, no.
and we're struggling here just to save double here because of the lost ball,
Please go in. Okay.
but we're able to convert the up and down.
Little recovery from a lost ball.
So by now, I've had multiple up and downs converted,
Where'd it go?
partly because of putting too, but those of you who do bump and run,
Okay.
what's your club of choice? And after a lackluster drive, I just choose to advance the ball. I'm really curious to get the ping chipper into my hands.
Oh, chunked it.
And of course, another missed green leads to another bump and run opportunity. And you can guess what happens here. I convert the up and down bump and run king. Where you at? So by now, that is the 6th up and down converted as a result of the bump and run.
Oh, fade. Came a little over the top.
And I'm not sure what it was about this round.
Oh well, just right off the green.
I just got super lucky with all my misses that I could demonstrate all these bump and runs.
Oops, sit. Okay.
I thought the uphill was going to take a little bit more off, but I end up rolling past the hole.
Oh, didn't give it.
And for once, I failed to convert the up and down here. Another short par 4, and another easy swing just to get into the fairway. I guess another way to look at this round is that I missed a lot of greens in regulation, and I know where I need to practice.
Oh, what the? Oh, God, I can't be missing the green from 75 yards, man.
And what was it about bump and runs rolling past the hole which gives you a good chance to make it?
Give it to me.
Sometimes lucky is better than good.
Oh,
And I'm starting to lose count, but that is the 7th up and down conversion.
slipped a bit, but.
And I'm not saying you have to have a bump and run, but these results speak for themselves.
Oh, shoot.
And as I shank this 7-iron and duff this approach,
Oh, I left it short.
and dare I say, I'm starting to sound like a broken record now telling you that the bump and run is the way to go as we put ourselves in position just to convert this once again.
Thanks.
And obviously I'm open to a different mindset. I just found that this works really well for me.
Hit it well, but leaked it super hard. Well, got some work. Got to cook.
But I do get in trouble when I try to force the fact here. As you can see, I didn't have a lot of green to work with.
Come down.
If I had a wedge, maybe it would have been
Did
closer.
not break at all.
But my reliance on the bump and run is maybe a little bit of a crutch, because when I bring out my 56, I'm pretty lost with it sometimes.
Played too much break.
It's definitely a balance.
Oh, I popped it up and it's on the other fairway maybe. Oh,
And we just take the safe one here and punch out. And we hit a real nice one here into the green. And I must say, overall, Redwood Canyon as the course has been pretty good. So if you made it this far into the video, I can only assume you're here for the course vlog to get scouting information.
not a very good read.
And I apologize if my long run monologue of the bump and run bored you. Hate to break it to you though, there's going to be one more opportunity. And I hit a good drive, so I wait for the green to clear. And of course, hit it nowhere near the green.
After all that. Moved it forward.
And I promise you this was not on purpose. All these attempts for the bump and run were legit.
Wow.
That's some good roll, though.
Oh yeah, a decent roll.
And with so many occurrences of the bump and run, it just made sense to make this the focus of the video. And we almost make this one.
Oh ho ho ho.
And with this tap in for par, this will be the 9th up and down conversion as a result of the bump and run. So, what do you guys think? Did I convince you otherwise, or are you not going to do the bump and run? Let me know in the comments why. And of course, I'm a mid-handicapper that doesn't practice my short game whatsoever, so that's why I use the bump and run. But I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Keep chasing. We'll see you in the next one.